Alright, welcome, bright and early Eric Flight viewers. I gotta change the music. I'm not feeling this one. But, yeah, I overslept a little bit with the hour change and everything, and we almost missed this flight, so we're not going to. And it's the Virtual USA Flying Club's event, breakfast on the brunch, if you will. It was brunch. Brunch on the Chesapeake. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing here today. But we're going to make it down. Originally, the plan was to go from Plymouth via JFK to Chesapeake, but that isn't going to happen because we have to get there around 11 for the brunch. So therefore, we're going to take off from Atlantic City, New Jersey, which, you know, it's been a while since I flew in New Jersey anyways. So we're going to do it anyways. And we're in the Diamond 40 next gen. Try to pick up some extra speed here. I wasn't sure what I was going to fly before. It might have been the Diamond anyways. So, but anyways, we're going to go for it and get down there as soon as we can. If I go to like my browser stream and this and that between, oh my God! Great little designs. Thank you for following on Twitch.
Dangerous and irresponsible.
And with that, let's get going here. So let's get the checklist out together, look at it, and get it go on here, or else we're gonna be totally late. And you know what? I forgot to make the flight image. So let me do that first. This is gonna do a little photoshopping here to make the banner. So, oh, I'm so sorry. It's just been one heck of a morning, waking up late. So yeah, I was supposed to take off like, you know, 2 hours ago. It's all right. We shall get there. All right. I'm gonna quickly make this so that it doesn't say Plymouth to New London, Connecticut, because that's totally false. And we'll move on from there. The one thing I forgot to do. Terrible. All right. Let's see what happens. Still get the plane started, I guess. Checklist. Bam. All right, and I at least got that up. Now let's get to the checklist. DA40, next gen. Acrobat for Samsung. Bam. This is a checklist again that I made for myself. On the left would be all the pre-flight stuff, so we're going to pretend we just already did that. Pre-flight's completed, baggage and tow bar secured. Fuel valve, normal and secured. Right here. Very good. Power set to idle. Let's test these controls here. Make sure everything's working. Alright. Power set to idle. Parking brake is set. We know because it's right here. Alternate air closed. That is closed. Electric master is off. Very good. Avionics master is off. Essential bus off. Alternate static is closed. That'd be a switch over here, which they do not model on this. Engine master off. That'd be this one, guarded, so you can't turn it off in the middle of flight. Motor switch is on auto. And I guess this switch is not working again, even though I have a mod on this. But that's alright. Emergency switch is off and guarded. It is. ELT is armed. It is. Circuit breakers are in. We check all those to be in. Flap selector's up. Pitot heat is off. Fuel transfer's off. External power, none. Electric master is going on. Rudder pedals adjusted. They feel good. Maybe my rudders won't mess up this time. Passengers instructed. Seatbelts fastened. Rear door closed hatch. Front can't be position 1 or 2. G1000 power and acknowledged. It is. A master flight director. Electronic information system. Fuel full. Good. Fuel quantity full. Fuel temperature. It's in the green. Do total time in service. I'm not going to do the hobs. Yep. Good. Power level idle. Oop. And now I can edit this so I can change that bottom there. So this would be ACY, Atlantic City, New Jersey, to Norfolk, Virginia. Kilo Charlie Papa Kilo. And that was Norfolk, Virginia. Last time I think we've been here is when I did my Around the USA flights way back in like June. And believe it or not, we're only 3 months away from June. So I don't know if I'm going to have to figure out another way of doing the Around the USA flights. I've done it the past 2 years. So let's try to keep it going here, you know? Saving it. I got to save it as a ping. And then load it into Streamlabs here. Here we go. Okay. close Photoshop. And now we'll load today's flight image. Just hope the battery doesn't die. I don't think it will. It never has. There we go. All right, now it's going to read the right thing. Yay, Atlantic City, New Jersey to Norfolk. With that, power level idle, ACL strobe on. Bam. Anti-collision lights. Propeller area, we'll call clear warning. About to turn it on. Engine master is on. That'd be this one. Enunciation, engine instruments checked. We're all in the green here, except for this oil pressure, which will be on. And this is totally normal right there. So, alternator is failing because I don't have anything on. Low indications off. That would be the thing that heats the fuel. Oh, well, hey, I try. You know, start key to start. All right, brakes are on. Clear prop. Here we go. Very good. All right. Oil pressure outside red in 3 seconds. It's good. We're all good. Voltage, electrical load, check indication, enunciations, engine instruments check. We're in yellow for oil temp, but that should go up. And here we go. Pitot heat. Turn it on and off. Alright. External power not needed. Oil pressure checked. RPM 710 plus or minus 3. It's right on the dot there today. And nice for you. It's nice to see you again. I'm going to have to get you a sound for this eventually. I didn't even load the sounds. Maybe I should load those. That'd be nice, huh? Okay, sorry about that. Circuit breakers checked in one more time. Pitot heat on. Enunciator goes off. Yeah, I already checked that. So, avionics master on. Bam, that's radios and stuff. Which for some reason does not seem to be working on my... Alright, I gotta load SPAT again. Oh boy. Screen's gonna flash, people. Screen's gonna flash. Alright. There we go. Well, I'm glad that you like general aviation aircraft, because that's basically all I fly. I've been doing the Diamond DV-20, which was kind of sucky, because I didn't know it was daytime VFR. It's almost like a light sport, but it's not. It's more of a training aircraft, but I did a checklist for that. Been flying that lately, off-stream, and we'll probably do it on-stream pretty soon. All right, FMS, Flight Management System, setup, initialized profile, flight plans already in there. Radios, comms. I never got my frequencies or anything because I woke up late, so we're just going to go with this. Let's go with ATIS.
Atlantic City Airport information, whiskey 1300.
And we are on VATSIM. It's just that no one is controlling in this area, so we're going to keep it going here.
Condition, clear.
Someone is controlling at our
2.13. Altimeter tree, 0.0
departure.
tree. ILS runway tree, 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1.
Runway 31.
Aircraft, say
Okay.
direction of flight.
Should probably write this down.
All aircraft read back all
Pretty
short
cool.
instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have whiskey.
All right, let's do that one more time.
Atlantic City Airport information, whiskey 1300 Zulu. Wind 273 at 15. Visibility, niner. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 4. 2.13. Altimeter tree, 0.0 tree. ILS runway tree, 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. DSR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have whiskey.
All right, whiskey. Oop.
Atlantic City Airport information, whiskey 1.
All right, we're doing that. We're going to go 122.8 because that is the VATSIM Unicom, and we're going to treat this as soon as my flight sim doesn't mess up the radio communications. Oh, my lord. All right, give me a second.
Atlantic City Airport
Oh.
information, whiskey 1300
I just go there for now. So, we're going to treat this like it's a non-towered airport, only because in VATSIM no one's there. So, we should be good there. Have to continue the checklist here, though, so let me get there again. Just to make sure we're good. Autopilot test. Disconnect and connect. It works. Check flight director on or off. All supposed to have something or another on there. I can't remember how to get that thing going there. But anyways, our altitude today will be 4,500, and I picked Atlantic City, so we go right down the coast here. Hopefully get some good views. Real time, real weather with Rex Weather Force. So this is what it's saying for Atlantic City right now, and it's about the same. So 3-1 would work. And no, I did not do any flight log or anything. We're just gonna use GPS the whole way down there. All right, disconnect autopilot. Gonna continue. We're gonna figure that that's good. Floodlight check is on. Position lights on as required. I'd like to turn everything on so that way you can see me. Flaps full travel. Check. Then take off. Let's check that. Well, that looks really good. Let's check the switch here. Okay, back one to take off. Beautiful. Altimeter's set. Both of them. They are. Standby horizons checked. This is the standby horizon right there. Transponder code mode checked. We're going to be alt, not standby. Bam. We're not going to do flight following or anything. It's just going to be a nice little flight down the coast here for some brunch in Chesapeake. Enter temperatures check. Parking brake release. Hi. Can you please go see mommy, please? I love you. That was a 2-year-old on board, everybody. Brakes, we'll check on the way out, and we're going to runway 31. So let's get the airport diagram here. We're currently at what I thought was general aviation parking, because that's what it looked like on there. And 31's right over there, if you can see it. So literally, we're going to go to Kilo Bravo and go for 31. Clear on the left, clear on the right. All right, I think we're good. So let's make this happen. Parking brake off. Brakes are set. And let's go to the left here. I'll leave that airport diagram up there so you can see what I'm doing. I do have to get some VATSIM Unicom on here though. And let me just double check that that's working at the same time. VATSIM Unicom, November 489 Echo Foxtrot, radio check please. It's transmitting, but no one's in range unless they're on the Unicom, so. But alright people, we're gonna have a nice little flight down the Atlantic coast to Norfolk, Virginia from Atlantic City. Little change from what I had planned, but like I said, we'll go with it. I also tried tweaking my settings in this Streamlabs OBS, so we'll see if this works better. Because I've been like doing 720p streams, and while I appreciate that that runs smoothly, I want 1080. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that with a 2080. So all right, left on the Kilo, and then straight ahead to Bravo. We gotta do a run up as well, so we might do that over here. Pointing the end of the aircraft into the grass, so that way any bull by ear will be here. I have no clue how authentic this is for Atlantic City, because honestly, I've never flown to Atlantic City in real life at all. Alright, we gotta do it right there. Alright, checklist time. Before takeoff, parking brake set. Seatbelts fastened, adjustable backrest upright, rear door closed latch, front cabin closed latch, door warning light is off, circuit breakers checked one more time. Boy, they really make you check those circuit breakers on this thing. Electric elevator trim check, take off. It is. Alright. Fuel valve check to normal. It is. Check the takeoff of the flaps. Check the controls, free and correct, good. Power lever, idle, MFD, EIS systems, looking good. We're all in the green now. That oil temperature went up, which is good. Engine instruments check, voter switch. This is where this little switch would be going up and down, and that used to work on this mod, so I have no clue what they're doing. But thank you to Matt Vale for following me on Twitch. Nice to have you aboard. ECU test, which I believe we can still do on this mod. You can't do this with the thing yet, but if you hold this ECU testing, then it's supposed to go rev up. It's kind of like doing the magneto check here, but the ECU is the engine control unit. How you doing, Titanium Druid? All right, here we go. ECU test. We hold this down. It should show a fail on ECU A and B. It should cycle the prop to 1900 RPM 2 times, and then should be the fails off, and then the test button, we release it. So here we go, holding it down. There we go. So that's the fail right there. Revving up to about almost 1900. There we go. And that turns off. And that is how you test or do the run-up, basically, on the engine right there. Pitot heat as required. Nah, I don't. Yeah, we'll put it on just in case. What the heck? Oh, it's doing that fail thing for A. So, I forgot to do this twice. There we go. Alright. Oh my god, I gotta hold it down longer. It goes A then B. Oh my lord. Alright. Heck, we're just burning virtual fuel, right? Now it does A. And there we go. That should be fine now. Alright. Transponder code mode checked. We're good. Available power check. Power lever. Max for 10 seconds. We're going to see what the maximum RPMs it gives me. Okay, here we go. So we got full RPMs for about 2,300. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's how much power we have. And then they have this whole diagram that they show you what to expect for takeoff speed and stuff. And I just noticed that my camera is using the wrong GPU. So let me fix that now. That's why I was a little choppy there. Alright. See, what I do is I set the virtual background to my Intel 3D card. See, everything works then. So it's using that processor, and then it's using the 2080 on the 7 stuff. So when that happened, I was like, dude, that's awesome. I think that's a DirectX 12 thing, I gotta be honest with you. Alright. Fuel pump's on. Good to go. Just to check this out. Rotate at 67. Climb at 72. And good. Transponder, power level max, lever, VR rotate to 67. Initial climb 72. Okay. Reduced to 92% above a safe height. Max 2100 RPMs. It's been a while, so we're going to do this. Alright, well, here we go then. We're going to line up for runway 31 and be on our way to the Chesapeake Bay area. Yep, parking brake off. Might help, huh? If you want to fly with us this morning, by the way, feel free to. We're at Atlantic City, New Jersey. We're flying to Kilo Charlie Papa Kilo. So it should be pretty good. We're good here. Alright, let's get that map going back on, the airport diagram. What's going on with that? Oh, it's got the wrong place. There we go. That's our destination it was going to. Alright, here we go. Holding short of runway 31, we'll call it on the VATS and Unicom. We'll be on our way. No one on downwind, no one on base, no one on final, no one on crosswind. Atlantic City traffic, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 31, departure to the southwest, Atlantic City. Alright, very good. I don't know if I'm going to put autopilot on or not, but it's there, it's an option. So, to the center. Okay, I'm going to stop this on the floor. Rotate at 67. Actually, you know what? I should take this checklist off. So that way you can see the whole screen. That might help, huh? Okay, rotate at 67. Climb at 72. Here we go. Excuse me. Sinuses are still bugging me. Here we rotate. Right about there. Beautiful. Okay. Safe height, retract the flaps. And we'll kick it down. So, flaps up. I'll kick it down to 2100 RPMs. continue our climb out here. Alrighty then. Well, we've departed and we're on our way. So, switch this to CDI, GPS. Also have our altitude in there in case you want it. And we're looking pretty good. The reason why you have to go down to 2,100 RPMs right away is that this engine will overheat and stuff if you don't. So diamonds are a little finicky like that, you know. They said in my landing light, I like to leave it on below 10,000 feet for visibility. Never really traveled over 10,000 feet in real life. And as soon as we're clear, we'll take a turn to the left here and head on course. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Doing pretty good here this morning. If I woke up on time, we would have already been like halfway there, but we just made it leave from Atlantic City instead to make this happen, so that's not a terrible thing. This would be Class Charlie in real life. Okay, looking to the left, we're clear. We're going to take a left-hand turn here. I am on Microsoft Flight Simulator, multiplayer as well as VATSIM at the same time. I'm on the East server if you'd like to join us today. If not, just kick back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, I'm gonna look left to get clear. We're gonna get away from the airport a little bit more than that. Okay. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna turn on course now. We should be there about 2 hours right now, but we're doing climb speed here, so that hopefully will pick up as we get along here. And let me just make sure this air droid thing is setting up and doing its thing. Oh, beautiful it is. So that's our current flight path right there. Again, sorry, just sinuses galore over here. The cool thing about the diamond is you don't have to worry about mixture or anything. The ECU figures out everything for you. So, also have to turn off the fuel pumps. Now that we're on our way. So, yep, that's what we're doing right now. Just intercepting the course here. Getting this brunch flight ready to go. Atlantic City. See you later. It was nice knowing you. It was very short, but they used to have an airfield called Bader Airfield, which was right near all the casinos and everything. And I never got to go there, obviously, because they closed it down in like 2006 or so. But that must have been a pretty cool airfield back in the day, you know? To be able to go right near the casinos. I mean, Atlantic City's going way down in the tourism factor. Last time I went was 2009 with my wife, and they were having a strike there with the workers. So it is what it is, but then most of those workers got basically laid off or fired later on because they closed the casino down. And recent events, they also took Trump's Trump Tower, and I guess they demolished that. So there's not much going on in Atlantic City, I don't think, compared to what there used to be. So all right, again, climbing to 4,500 and making our way to Norfolk, Virginia for a virtual brunch, if you will, with the Virtual USA Flying Club. And I probably should have put the Virtual USA Flying Club logo there, seeing that this is a Virtual USA Flying Club event. My frame rate right now on the sim is about 20, 25. Why, does it look really choppy? Did drop some frames, but it doesn't seem to be terrible. And I'm also streaming from the same computer. What I did for today's broadcast is I changed it to the NVENC new encoder. So I had like I guess the old one on there. I thought it was going to be the new one. And so far so good, knock on wood. It's working. So. Oh, cool. All right. I will say that streaming on the same computer takes about 10 frames per second off on average. But I was having problems with Streamlabs OBS at first. This is the one I started on. So I switched to OBS. And OBS was great for about 5 streams, and then it started having disconnection problems. And then I was like, well, that isn't going to work. You know? All right, we get up to a cruise altitude of 4,500. We will trim up and down appropriately to try to keep this thing at 4,500. Trimming down. Turning on course at the same time. And they have a trim button right here, right on it. So I use my yoke for this mostly. And we should get more of a reading on ground speed and everything on what we're doing here. But we are on course, everyone. The Atlantic coast right there. Atlantic City, I believe, would be back there, unless I totally messed that up, but pretty nice views. Okay, you know what the cheap and easy way of doing this is? Autopilot, vertical speed. I'm gonna point it down. Excuse me about the sinuses again. And we'll also do nav. We'll turn the autopilot on. We'll let it level out. Let's have some fun looking outside the airplane while it does that. So there you go. Atlantic City's in the background. And yeah, the actual casinos and stuff would have been back there, but they didn't really load, so it is what it is. Should have turned motion blur off. I hate that, but I didn't do that either. But we're on our way to Norfolk, Virginia. There is one little thing on the coast here we have to look out for, which is the Wallops space base airport, if you will, where they launch like rockets and stuff. So we're going to head slightly to the west of that. But ground speed is doing pretty well this morning. Now it's 150 knots, and that's what I'm talking about. We're also going to have to take the power down here because we're kind of in the caution zone here. So let's go to 80% and see what that does. So I'm anticipating a ground speed of at least 130 knots by the time we're done here. 75%. I think 75% is what they recommend in the POH for this aircraft. Yeah, Diamonds are a little finicky on that. You know, they're a little finicky on the engine and not overloading it and turning things off. The DV20, which I've been practicing off stream, that thing is kind of the same thing as this. Very much lightweight though. Built more like a 152 replacement, and built for VFR day only. So that kind of blows. Gotta be honest with you. But I didn't know that before I made a checklist and started studying it. But, you know, it's another aircraft. I'm trying to expand different aircraft there. So the DV20, we will probably take that up on a later stream. And it's not a light sport. However, that's only because it weighs too much. But it's built like a light sport because it only has daytime VFR things. So, like, if you go in that cockpit, there's no night lighting and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. So, all right, I'm also going to set up my browser tab here right now. Oh, that wasn't terrible. I just didn't get a chance to do this because, again, I woke up late for this brunch flight, but now we're doing good. All right, and we'll go to VATtastic to show you where we are. Atlantic City's there. And we're flying all the way down Kilo Charlie Papa Kilo, which is 5 arrivals. So there's more people on the way to this brunch here. We're supposed to arrive there around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what we're supposed to do. And it's supposed to be beautiful weather the whole way down, so it should be good. And a special morning broadcast here on the Aeroflight channel. Usually don't do these. I've always wanted to. It's just usually the kids are clamoring for breakfast and stuff, but I cleared this with the wife about a week in advance, so she's being a trooper again. Waking up late didn't help, though. So, as far as flying in the real world, I'd like to to do that sometime. It's been almost a month now. Due to weather and stuff, we haven't been able to fly. On this past Saturday, I was supposed to go up in the 172P. And that didn't happen because the winds were gusting up to 30 knots in some places. And it was going to be just nothing but bumpy and also challenging landings. So, yeah. Nuke! How's it going? Nice to see you lurking in the background. But we're on our way to the Chesapeake Brunch. Ground speed of 136 knots. Not too shabby. Let's get a look outside here. Real world weather with Rex Weather Force. Still getting Atlantic Seas weather, 10 square miles clear. Winds from 260 at 9, temperature 3005. But overall, it's supposed to be pretty nice weather the whole way down, so this is pretty cool. But I'd love to do this flight in real life sometime, but I don't see myself doing that. The good news about not flying in real life right now is I get to save money. Bad news is I'm not flying, so. But I signed up for flights in May with my instructor to get familiar with the Piper Warrior, so I can start flying that. And as soon as I'm signed off to rent that, then I will hopefully start flying that in real life here and there. And that will increase my available aircraft from 5 at the flight school to 7, because they have 2 Piper Warriors. So that way, if I have a last minute cancellation, I can kind of like book one the next day, hopefully, because there'll be 7 aircraft to pick from. Usually the 172s and 152s, especially 152s, they're mostly the training aircraft. 172s, it all depends. It's a hit or miss thing on that. And the Piper Warrior seems to be rented out less, so. But I've always wanted to do the Piper Warrior anyways, because people said you have to fly one of those. They're wicked easy and they're wicked nice. And let's check out this fuel transfer here. Looking pretty good. We're sipping 6.6 gallons per hour. And that would be Jet A in this, because the Diamond 40 Next Gen takes Jet A fuel. But, yeah, things are looking good. We're right outside Avalon, New Jersey. Stone Harbor. Very, very scenic. So, nice flight. Again, the last time we did a flight like along this coast here was the Around the USA flights from started last June and ended in November. So, those are all archived on the Eric Flight YouTube channel. However, I started a separate archive channel, which I still have to archive a lot of the Twitch flights. Basically, when I became an affiliate on Twitch, they wouldn't let me stream to both anymore. You can stream the YouTube only if you'd like to and not have Twitch do anything. But when I became an affiliate, I switched to Twitch only streams. So I started a YouTube, in fact it's right there on the bottom right now, YouTube channel just to archive live streams. But the Eric Flight YouTube channel is my main one that I started with even before all the streaming stuff. And it has my real world flight videos on there. I have a bunch of videos to edit still, but we are getting there. And I'm almost done with the Key, New Hampshire one. Still working on it. It's harder when you have 3 cameras. It takes forever to do one video, but it is what it is. Not much traffic out there either, you know. So for VATSIM or Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it's all good. Alright, that is Stone Harbor over here on our left. Then you have Wildwood, New Jersey over here. And we're going to be going over Cape May at the end of this. Over to, looks to be Delaware. So I'm going to cross Delaware, much like Washington, right over. And I'm telling you right now, this Diamond 40 Next Gen though, I'd love to fly one of these in real life. Probably won't happen right away. I'd rather do the Cirrus first, only because there's one at my flight school now, and there's also a training school across the way. But you need 100 pilot and command hours, and I'm not there yet. I'm almost at 70. 170 hours overall, real life time. So we are building those hours, but also thinking about that instrument rating. Ooh, look at that bridge. It's pretty sweet. I wish the cars loaded a lot quicker than what they're doing. This morning, well, Wildwood, New Jersey. What's that thing over there? That's kind of interesting. Now I want to see what that thing is in the middle of that grass patch there. So I'm gonna load Google Maps offline, or I should say off the stream. Check it out. Try to report what that is, because that is quite interesting. I think that's a beach, no? Could be. Alright. Well, it's definitely a beach place here. Oh. It's the Doo-Wop Experience. You know what that is? That's got to be a, like an amphitheater or something. It's, I can't even tell you what it is, but it's like it's a boardwalk kind of like Atlantic City. And it says the Doo-Wop Experience. So I guess it's like a 1950s thing here. Yeah, it's like a 1950s museum. So, well, interesting. That'd be kind of cool to go to someday. All right, we're about to cross the Delaware, everyone. It's supposed to be a Chesapeake Bay Bridge too later on, isn't there? Yeah, there is. So we'll see if I have that in there. I believe I have custom scenery for that. And again, I've lost track of what I do have and what I don't have, only because I loaded a load of freeware scenery from flightsim.to. I basically downloaded anything United States and I load it in regions. But I won't remember every little scenery I downloaded. The only way I keep track of it, honestly, and the reason why I use flightsim.to is that you can log in when you download stuff, and it'll tell you when there's updates for stuff that you have downloaded and stuff, so it kind of keeps it all together, which is very cool. It's kind of my go-to for freeware scenery now. We are chugging along here, so... Got some margaritas and stuff down here, excuse me. Man, stop yawning. I don't think that hour time change helped me either. Because currently it is 9:48 in the morning on the East Coast. Got some ships out there in the distance, that's pretty cool too. I wish these side panels opened and stuff, so you can do clear prop on there and stuff. But they don't. But the Diamond 40, it's a pretty nice aircraft, you know. Very highly modeled. And with that mod that I have, it actually acts a lot better than the default. But they did do away with the little motor switch, which I kind of liked it when I had the first version of the mod that I downloaded, at least, where it had the motor switch to actually do that stuff. But in the regular Microsoft Flight Sim model, it's also not there. It says inoperative. So at least it kind of works with the ECU test, which I believe on the original Microsoft Flight Simulator model, it does not work on that. Booyah! Crossing the Delaware Bay right now. Delaware River would be up. Delaware Bay up there. Right over to Maryland, everyone. Beautiful sunset. I mean sunrise. Well, hello, sunset. What the hell's that crap? Take a screenshot of that. Screenshot of this. And crossing the Delaware Bay. The river would be upstream. Alrighty then. So as we come across here on the Delaware Bay, again, you could just do a straight shot here, nothing really bad. But when we get to the Wallops Flight Facility here, see that little blue border right here? That's where we're going to have to just go slightly to the west to stay out of there. Oh, hello. I didn't want you to track up. Okay. And that's because that's kind of like a NASA like rocket facility. It's a flight facility. I actually landed there during my Around the USA flights because I wasn't paying attention. And I said, oh, let's go to Wallops because it's on the way. But ordinarily, you wouldn't go there. It's more of a rocket type place. Not like, it's kind of like Johnson Space Center, but on a very smaller scale. We'll stay out of that restricted space. Go straight down to Chesapeake Regional right there. So should be rather interesting as we get closer. But all right, real-world flying. I think we're gonna try to go to New Haven or Bridgeport, Connecticut. I actually want to hit both of those on my next flight, if it's possible. And this summer, seeing that I'm getting the second vaccination this Friday, and gonna be working the rest of the school year in the building finally. Once it hits after that, we could plan out maybe some trips with the e-bike and go places and explore them together by flying to destinations. So again, I would love to do it'll come back to me. Lake George area would be nice. Fort Ticonderoga area, Ticonderoga, New York. I'd like to go there and see the Star Trek experience thing. Check out the fort. That'd be kind of cool. And that's all within easily reachable distances with the e-bike from the airport there. The Woodstock Festival site, I still want to do that in real life. So there's a bunch of places we could go as long as COVID's kind of died down. And we've also done those flights on the simulator. So, gotten a little accustomed to what they look like. But, we'll see. Also, hopefully, if we can make it happen, visiting the founder of the Virtuoso Flying Club in New York. I'll fly the 172 out there, pick him up, and then we'll do the Manhattan skyline down the Hudson Bay. This is all for real, by the way. And then maybe go into Bayport, which is a destination that the Virtuoso Flying Club loves. So I'd rather have him as a airline pilot who obviously has been a CFI in the past to help me with that. So not that I'm nervous, I think it helps to take someone experienced that's already kind of done that thing. We've done the skyline route twice on the flight sim here, and I've done fine. But you know, it'd be nice to be able to take pictures too and have someone else be able to pilot the aircraft. That would be a cool flight as well. The thing that's going to be the obstacle is money. Because I'm also saving. I have a plane fund going on. Should I ever want to buy a plane? So, but Bitcoin's been pretty good on that one because I have some of the money invested in Bitcoin, and I think I'm up to $6,000 now for a plane fund. So I figure once you get to 15, 20, you could start really thinking about whether we want to buy one or not. And that'd be a lot of logistics to go through. What airport do I stay at? Plymouth, because I really like Plymouth and it's a very welcoming general aviation airport. Or do I go to Taunton Municipal, which is closer to my house? It's only about maybe 20 minutes by car. And I mean, I reached that on my e-bike one time as a challenge to myself. So it just shows you how close it is. But do I go there? And they're getting a new terminal building, but do I put up with these stories I've heard about management and the way the airport's run? I don't know. So we'll have to see. According to some people, it hasn't been run that well. So, and I let them know on Facebook when they got that new terminal, because it seems like on that airport, whenever like one commercial jet comes in there, which is about all they get, they let go and go, oh look what came in, look, and they don't even have Jet A or anything, so they're not selling fuel or anything. They're just trying to show that the airport's being used by like one commercial jet like once every 3 months. So it's pretty funny. Whenever I go there and visit the airport, there's only like 4 aircraft on the field. There used to be a lot more than that. And no one is around. Like, you see nobody. I ran into one airport board member when I was there one time. And that's because I had a flight canceled in Plymouth while I was doing my private pilot training. I said, oh, you know what? Let's go check out Taunton and just see what it's like again. And he was actually there, but he was the only one there. There was no one else there. So, it could be an awesome airport if they just worked on things, you know. We have some traffic off our right here. According to, our left, excuse me, our left. But I didn't see anything when I looked out there, so. Alrighty then. So, take a look, updated view on Vatastic to show you where I am. Looks like I'm the only general aviation aircraft in the area. That's us right there, November 489er Echo Foxtrot. We're going to Chesapeake Municipal right there. So, Jonathan Smith is one of our pilots down there. And actually, Rob Sherman is on tower at Kilo Papa Hotel Foxtrot. He's also a Virtue USA Flying Club member. So he's got that towered for us in case we want to go there. But I think I'm just going to do a straight shot to Chesapeake Municipal. That's what we're going to do. But we can check in with him. So let's see what he's doing on his stream. And, there he goes. So, I'm going to do a shout out to Sled Alpha Adventures as soon as I can.
Gotcha.
But that's what he's doing right now.
No. I'm going to say zip and flying. We're going to say zip and flying. That's what I'm going to go with. But appreciate you being here. If there's a different way that I should be pronouncing that, let me know.
Yeah, I spelled that wrong, huh?
But
make sure I got his name right.
Trowell's
Jesus.
back with us. And we got Cheryl with the follow as well. Thank you so much. Saw you popped into the Discord the other day. Oh, Prowl, okay. Saw you popped into the Discord the other day as well. Glad to have you aboard. So yeah, Air America. That's one that it came up in conversation a long time ago, more than a year ago, maybe even a year and a half ago. We had a long, drawn-out discussion on the stream about my top 3 aviation movies. We mentioned a bunch of other good ones. Eric Flight, yeah, we saw. How are you, man? Good morning. Joining the party an hour later than you intended to? Yeah, well, that's common on the daylight switch day. Happy daylight switch day. Yeah, exactly. Overslept, says Eric. Crossing the Delaware right now. All right, Captain. Started at Atlantic City. Gotcha.
Melville,
all right, we'll see you down here, and I don't know if you're going to stop by here at Newport News or if you're heading straight down to Chesapeake Regional.
I might just head
We'll
straight
see you
down.
on the scope either way.
Cool. All right, so we'll look out for Alpha Adventures.
But,
Again, follow him, Virtue USA Flying Club member and everything.
Yeah, we had a long discussion
awesome
over the course of several streams, probably about a year and a half ago, about my top 3.
We'll just leave him on standby, and let's go back to where we are. We're crossing into Delaware, everyone. And more of the same. Oh, cool. Wildwood. Yeah, so you're like right behind me, if anything. Slats only. But don't know if you're on Microsoft Flight Simulator either, because I can find you easier that way. But we just crossed in Delaware. We're in Delaware, which kind of reminds me of the Wayne's World sketch on Delaware, if anyone has ever seen that. But let me see if I can pop that up. Oh boy, let's see if they have it on YouTube, and I'll show it to everyone. Delaware. They do have the Delaware scene. All right. So, without further ado, here's Wayne's World visiting Delaware. Here we go.
Time and space is called chroma key.
Oh, sorry.
It's really handy if you want to go to New York. Hey, we're in New York.
I got a gun. Let's get to
No.
the Broadway show.
I guess kids get this? Oh, they love it.
Yo, taxi. Or maybe you prefer Hawaii. Mukalakahiki. Come on, you want to lay me? Past the point, mahalo. Go.
I say you want to go to Texas. Howdy, partners. Let's raise and rope Broncos.
Let's go down to the pool.
Howdy, y'all.
Or imagine being able to be magically whisked away to Delaware. Hi. I'm in Delaware.
So yeah, that's always for a good laugh. But we are in Delaware. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. We are in Delaware, and that's why I showed that video. Hi, we're in Delaware. But what is Delaware known for? 'Cause, I mean, it's got to be known for something, right? Melvin Leroy, good morning, sir. How are you? So, woke up late and took matters into my own hands here. So, well, it's been a pretty good flight. It's very peaceful and stuff. There you go. Why not Delaware? It's kind of like my old home state of Rhode Island. People thought it was always part of New York. They're like, is that part of New York? Nope, we're our own state. It's just the smallest state in the whole country. Yeah, but we're on our way. We have approximately, according to the GPS on the aircraft, about an hour to go or so. So we shall see what's going on with that. And keep this bird flying, hopefully. Oh, we got someone back there. That's him, I believe. Yeah, that's November 6377 Bravo. Not really recognize. Oh, that's gotta be a Virtuoso Flight Club number actually too. I just don't recognize who they are. So it's probably a new one, maybe, maybe not. It might actually be you, slots only. That's you, November 6377 Bravo. So I just saw you for a second, right behind us. That's it. We are in Delaware. I'm not poo-pooing at Delaware, by the way. I've actually drove through it one time and thought it was pretty nice. So it just doesn't have the pizzazz of a Walt Disney World or anything like that. So all right. Hopefully scenery's loading because the frame rate's going up and down here. So I'm sorry if there's any stutters, but we're trying our best. You know what's really driving me insane that I wanted to turn off down at Atlantic City is the motion blur. But what the weirdest use of resources of a GPU in this thing, but motion blur. Does anyone else like motion blur with that? Because I don't. I think it's dumb. Yeah. I don't know. All right, let's increase the range here. Give you some aspect of where we're going here. So still an hour out from Chesapeake. Oh, hello. Stupid motion blur. Still an hour out here, but we're making our way. And again, we're going to have to look out when we get to the Wallops Flight Facility area. We go slightly to the... Can you stop that, please? Slightly to the west here. But you can see this thing sips fuel. I mean, I haven't touched this fuel transfer button once. 6.6 gallons per hour. And we have a total of 39 gallons, probably what's usable. There we go. Max indicated is 28. So this is only going to do 28, but it has 38. And that's what the emergency tank is for, right there. It holds the other fuel. Pretty much, I believe, if I remember right, that the main fuel is in the left wing. And then the fuel transfer makes the other tank kind of spew itself into the left tank. And that gets fed down there by the ECU with the mixture and everything like that. So this is a very easy aircraft to fly due to technology. Yeah, I think it's just loading scenery. I'm sorry about the frame rate. There's not much I can do on that. We'll keep doing our best here. Off our left wing, again, the Atlantic coast. We're looking at Bethany Beach, Fenwick Island, Delaware. Ocean City's down here. And we're coming up on Bunting's Field, which is a private airport. So, man, going down the Atlantic coast here is pretty sweet, you know. It looks very beautiful here. So we'll see if this frame rate picks up. It should. Again, that's about great weather. This is real world weather through Rex Weather Force, which I actually have grown to like a lot more recently. I think it's been pretty good compared to what I've been seeing, but I was being skeptical at first because I wasn't sure if it was a great buy, seeing that they had all these errors. But it's only because Microsoft doesn't have an SDK about the weather engine or not, and they said that they really don't want to in the future. So they're not really helping out for developers. But I've also been doing some prepared because when my son uses his games, they take up my Steam account because I bought him on my Steam account. He's only 7, so he's not getting his own Steam account and getting a family transfer thing or whatever that is. But whenever he does that, I go on prepared if I want to fly. And I kind of miss Active Sky because that thing's amazingly accurate compared to all the other flight engines, weather engines I've used. But you can see right here on the scope here, we got a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic going around us. It's been a pretty uneventful flight right now. Ocean City Airport should be out in the distance up ahead on the coast. So don't know if we can see that or not. Actually, it's right there. Kilo Oscar Charlie X-ray. Again, the view would be right down the Atlantic coast now. Got some real light traffic there. EJA 533. Another real light right over there. November Kilo Sierra 262. You know what? Let's find out where that EJA is going, shall we? I got flight radar 24. EJA 533. Let's take a look at what that is. It's a NextJet flight. Can't tell which flight it is, though. I guess it would be this one, right? Philadelphia to Allentown, Pennsylvania. That sounds about right in a way. So it was coming from Bloomington. Yep. And they're doing a tower exam over at Kilo Sierra Delta Foxtrot VATSIM. Also, VATSIM just announced the other day that they're going to get basically more refresh updates on traffic, so it's supposed to look a lot like POSCON, but I don't know. I been on VATSIM forever, obviously. Actually, I was in SATCO, the original SATCO, if anyone remembers that. That was the original online air traffic control way back in like the late 90s, mid to late 90s. And then that turned into VATSIM. Then they had IVAO basically become another one, and I flew a couple flights on that way back in like the early 2000s. And then I always just stuck with VATSIM after. I took a kind of hiatus as I did the rock and roll life in my 20s. But coming back, I just went on VATSIM again. And I have POSCON. I'm allowed to fly on it, but there's like nobody on there right now. So then I just kind of like put it to the side. But I guess we'll have to try POSCON too. But I'm really hoping, and I guess this, just because VATSIM's already kind of got like all the pilots on it and everything, and the controllers, I'm hoping that VATSIM just kind of competes with the POSCON even more. I'm waiting for them to use real-life CTAFs. That would be amazing. So it's more like real life, where you actually have to check the sectional, get the CTAF frequency, and everyone's on there. You know what I mean? Instead of this 122.8 stuff, which is what we're doing right now. Anywhere we fly right now, see, there's no air traffic control. We have to fly on 122.8 as an advisory channel. So, yeah, it is what it is. COM2, we should probably monitor. And I keep forgetting to do this, even though I should get in the habit of doing this more. I should monitor guard on 121.5, so we'll leave that there. And we are now on guard, everyone.
You're on guard with
No catcalls. No catcalls allowed. The frame rate seems to have improved. So again, it's just loading scenery, you know. And I have a pretty fast internet connection, so you think that could load a little faster, but it is what it is. I should probably turn COM2 on. That would help too, right? It is on. Where's the radio panel here? Oh, stop doing that. Stop doing that. COM2. COM2. There we go. All right, now we're monitoring. There we go. So I'm broadcasting on 1. I'm also listening on 1. and I'm also listening on COM 2, but not transmitting on COM 2, if that makes sense to everybody. That's something when you step into an aircraft and you're flying, I mean real life for the first time and getting used to everything. You kind of have to know that stuff and learn it as you go, but that's why you stay on top of things and get it done, you know? But 430 is in the 172M, the 530 is in the 172N I fly. The 172P, even though it's the newest model, just is VFR certified, but it has an old GPS map 295 in it, which I haven't figured that out. Last time I went in that with my pilot friend passenger, who's almost a private pilot if he ever finishes his stuff. But he was trying to figure that out, and even he was getting upset at it. And I was like, I'm just using my electronic flight bag, just like you see online here when we fly on our stream, because it was just being a pain. And when I researched all these old GPSs from Garmin, that 295 is from like 2000, 2001. And it was interesting. So, I mean, you get the VFR map here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. But they don't have the old GPS from Prepared or anything, which was modeled after the 295. So, look at us now. We have the G1000 going on, you know? I have not flown a glass cockpit yet in the real world, and I'd like to do that sometime as well. That'll probably come with the Cirrus if we ever do that, which I do want to do that before I die. So it's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to fly a Cirrus someday. And the Diamond 40, at least, I would like to fly. The DV20 or the DA20. DA is mostly because that was built in Canada, not Austria. They're the same model, except for that they have a couple of changes here and there. But that is daytime VFR, and there's actually some out of, I believe, Marshfield Airport here in Massachusetts. So I don't know. I might just go and do that someday too, just to say I've flown one. Doesn't seem very complicated. They're a little finicky on the engines and knowing where to go for RPMs and not overloading stuff. The DV20, you can't leave position lights on or the landing light on for more than, like, I think it's 10 minutes or 10% of the flight or something like that, because it will drain the battery. So it kind of just shows you have to kind of know your stuff sometimes on this DV, the Diamond stuff. But the DV40 is definitely doable. I mean, I haven't cross-fed the fuel transfer yet, and look, we're barely doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. It's still basically showing full. 6.6 gallons of Jet A per hour. I mean, come on now. That's insane for a plane like this. The 172 uses about 8.5 gallons per hour on average for its cruise. So it kind of gives you an aspect of the Diamond 40 being more aerodynamic and stuff. So, and it is composite, obviously. But there we go. Alright, we're coming up on Salisbury Ocean City. Miko Regional. Kilo Sierra Bravo Yankee. That'd be off our right. Don't know if we can see that. It's actually over here. Then up ahead will be the Wallops Flight Facility on our left, which we're going to have to deviate around just slightly to stay out of that restricted airspace. So, but again, around the USA flights, we actually flew that. So, it's kind of a negative oversight of mine, not thinking that that was a flight facility for aircraft. And the space shuttle icon, or the space rocket icon, is on the sectional. So you think I would have seen that, but it is what it is. I mean, I guess if you got permission, you can go there and fly. Alright, let's get this heading indicator set up so that I can make it go where it needs to go. Yep, come on now. Come on now. Keep going. I had about 230. Doesn't need that much of a correction. Actually, all right, 235, just to make sure we're good. And then we'll set it to heading as we get closer. Yep. I guess if you click it, it goes right to what you're doing. Well, I never knew that. So that would have been easier. Just click right on it, and it'll set it to what the current heading is, and then you can just alter it from there. Very good to know. Never knew that. It's kind of like that time where Sim Caesar told me how to turn on the flashlight. The thing, alternate L, will turn on the flashlight. And even though it's not red like we'd have in the real life to preserve your nighttime vision, it's there, you know. But all right, we gotta make our way down to the Chesapeake for some brunch, or some virtual brunch here. Just beautiful sights along the Atlantic coast here. Especially that sunrise. That's gorgeous. And if you did want to fly with us, we have probably about 40-something minutes, 45 minutes left in our flight. But the closest airfield would probably be for you, Whiskey 41, Chrisfield, Somerset County. Or if you want a little more time to set up, I'd probably go to Accomack County. Kilo Mike Foxtrot Victor. I'm on the east server, so you don't have to be on VATSIM. However, there's no real air traffic control here for VATSIM. And just an update on where we are in the scheme of things here. We're right over here. We'll have Chesapeake right over here, Chesapeake Bay that we're going to cross and go right there. But I don't know. Maybe we will visit Mr. Sherman, or otherwise known as Slant Alpha Adventures, at Williamsburg. Not sure yet. So, and again, we have another Virtual USA Flying Club member. Looks like right off to our left. So, they flying a Cirrus? No, it says Cessna 208. So they're definitely going to outpace us, but they're on VATSIM as well. Somewhere. Actually, kind of out there. Can't really see anything out there except for the beautiful Atlantic coast, but very lifelike on the fighting traffic when it's VATSIM, because you gotta look for like lights and everything. So, but yeah, that's we're about halfway through, if I'm not mistaken. Almost halfway through, 46% of the way there. And that gold bar at the top of the screen will tell you, because that kind of tells you where we are in percentage-wise in our flight. Yeah, this would be a nice flight to do. Again, originally the plan was to take off from my home base of Plymouth, Mass, fly over JFK at 8,500, then continue on our way down, probably in this Diamond or the Cirrus. But woke up late and had to change plans, so we took off from Atlantic City. We're on our way to Norfolk, Virginia. Also join the Discord voice channel here on the Virtual USA Flying Club. It looks like right now on that we have 1, 2, 3. Sorry about the zooming in and out business on the Discord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us are on the events channel here. Making our way down for some brunch. Boy, I can't wait till I'm fully vaccinated, because then I can actually start doing a little bit more stuff when I fly for real, not worrying as much. Such as maybe getting a breakfast. I'll still be cautious. I'll still be wearing a mask, but maybe, you know, could do outdoor patios and stuff again, because I was doing that in October and stuff like that. But then when it got really bad, that's when I stopped doing that altogether. So hopefully get things going here. Maybe add to the economy a little bit at restaurants and stuff that have been suffering. But we'll see. I know Keene, New Hampshire, I wanted to go back up there for the Flight Deck restaurant. And unfortunately, that's closing. They couldn't come to an agreement on the lease with the owner. Because I went up to Keene before, and there was a nice little flight there, but I didn't get to go to the restaurant again due to COVID. So, but we'll see. Things like that. I wanna basically do a lot more in the flying, like an adventure thing. So you see the flying, but then we get to go around and visit the sites, and I get this all on video, and then the flight back, and that way we can kind of post videos like that in the other flights. Like I love flying. I love showing you my flying for real. For people that don't fly GA, you get to see what it's like, kind of. You know, it's kind of cool. But I like to do things other than just fly to destinations for cross-country hours. And while that's beautiful and awesome, especially the freedom that flying brings you, it does get boring sometimes when you're like, all right, we hit a destination. I'm going to change the heading, by the way, to go around Wallops Flight Facility, which is coming up ahead. Just give you an idea. Looks like, oh wait, wrong one. Looks like this. That blue border is what we want to avoid, so that's why we're turning to the west more. And, oh, my GPS isn't doing its thing right now. Give me a second here. I mean, it's getting the data. There we go. I'm going to avoid that. So, you know what? Might even have to head a little bit more to the right, so let's do that. Let's go 245. All right, let's go 250. And that should put us out of the range of that restricted airspace. Again, it's just a flight facility. They launch rockets and stuff for NASA out there. And that'd be off our left up ahead. I think it's, is it that right there? It could be, yeah. So. But that's what we're up to right now. Slightly to the west, then we'll go on course again. I'll keep looking at the electronic flight back to keep us out of there. We'll also have to explore speeds as we get closer, because I haven't flown the Diamond 40 in a little bit. But I do have approach speeds and stuff like that. Set the takeoff flaps, approach speed's about 78. And approach speed of flaps landing is 77, so that's not much, so 78, 77. Approach to landing, excuse me. Yeah, so we should be about 78, 77 before we hit the runway. I hope you're all doing well out there. I appreciate you coming to the stream today, especially in the morning. We're not used to doing morning streams here, because usually, again, I have the kids or something, and my wife is totally being a trooper right now. So shout out to her. But we should be there about 40 minutes or so, and good to go on all of this stuff. Again, you might see us going off track. That's why I stay out of the Wallops facility there, which is class Delta. That's the inner ring here. This outer ring is the class G versus E up here, this thing. So that's not class C or anything like that. Nope, sorry. Wallops being right out there on the coast. We're right outside that. All right, turn a little bit more on course, maybe 240. Whoops, excuse me.
Hey man, how are you doing, Crixel?
All right. It's very quiet.
That is the Virtue USA Flag Club Discord. I'm on the voice server there.
I was gonna say, I hope I don't get punished for arriving a little bit late.
I don't think you will.
Oh.
Punishment will be severe.
Meetings will continue until morale improves.
And the real world, it'd just mean that you'd pick up the whole bill for everybody. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, we're making our way down, getting right down the coast here, Atlantic coast. And we're definitely clear of that restricted airspace around Wallops. So I think I'm gonna let it go. Not on nav, yeah, but we can definitely turn in more. So let's go to 235, maybe even 230, and just ride that border of the restricted airspace for Wallops. Pretty cool. All right, so coming up ahead, seeing that we're a little further west than just over there, this is the Chesapeake Bay out here, off our right. We're gonna turn more on course again though once we get past the Wallops facility, which is taking us a little outside of our range here. But you can see where we are. See that blue? That's the restricted airspace. So we try to stay out of there and also military operations areas when we can. And we're just gonna again fly. See the Chesapeake Bay Bridge there, right into Chesapeake Regional, which is non-towered. It does have fuel though. It's also in a high-density military operations vicinity, probably due to Norfolk, excuse me, military operations. So, but we are definitely getting there. Definitely faster than a 172. So, ground speed 135 knots. Let's see if there's a headwind here. So that's what I'm thinking. No, it's a slight tailwind.
Thanks for coming in today, gentlemen.
Hey, boss.
No, there's Mike Sinna.
How's everybody doing?
Mike from the Virtuoso Flying Club.
I was about to ask you the same question. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm struggling through. It is what it is. It's gonna be a few days probably.
Well, you definitely sound different. Let's put it that way.
That immunity.
Yeah, right now it's just like really, it's like it's almost like how I feel normally with my sinuses. It's almost like it's targeting my weakest link.
So, unfortunately, he is under the weather with things lately.
For those in here that don't already know, I unfortunately got COVID.
Well, he just let it out of the bag, so.
I'm dealing with that right now. It's down in Dallas.
That's no fun.
No, it is not.
So, yeah, he was trading down there for his airline, and then that happened. So, kind of sucks. I wouldn't want to be in that type of boat. But he's getting better. You know, he's here with us today, which is nice. And
how many people does it look like flying in this morning, Mr. Brant?
Yeah, man, I think we have a pretty good crowd here. Starting to get a little busier now.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, I'm just figuring out where to get this nav button so that we can get back on course after getting on this Wallops restricted airspace here. We're almost there.
Sounds like a lot of people getting hungry.
Okay. Just a little bit further, and then we'll turn on.
I was curious how this was going to work out since we've never done a morning event before. So this is encouraging.
I missed the VAT Sim fly-in for the Long Island and Providence area, which is like right where I am.
A guy shouldn't be scheduling an event over church time, so we'll probably get punished for that. But no, I was curious also.
My understanding is that the good Lord enjoys himself in airplane too, so I think he'll forgive us.
Speaking of punishment, how's the snow there, Melvin?
Well, we're we're
No?
pretty lucky where we're at. We only have probably 3 or 4 inches on the ground right now, but down kind of in the a little closer to Denver, they're expecting feet,
He's out
2 to
in
3
Wyoming.
feet of snow.
Wow. I'm done with snow, man. Can we just bring on spring?
And
we've
it's
been pretty
the heavy,
good. Yeah, we
wet, branch breaking stuff.
had temperatures
man.
in
You
the
know what I
60s
mean?
here, 2 days this week. So I don't know
hear
what it
ya.
is today. In fact, I can check my phone, I guess.
So, apparently we're going to
42
get our
degrees. I went
year's
biking
worth of
yesterday
moisture
on my
all in
e-bike, so
one storm.
let's put it that way. I went like 4 times this week, so it's been pretty good on the weather. And hoping that that's all over and done with. I mean, spring, what do we got? A week out from spring? So it should be good. All right, let's put on nav. We'll see if we can avoid this restricted airspace now. Again, that blue board is what we're trying to avoid there, because that would be restricted. And again, you could get in there with permission from the controlling agency, but if we're just doing a general aviation flight, we're just going to try to miss it, you know what I mean? So keep an eye on that. Accomack County will be the next airport that we see. So, you know what? I don't know what your feelings are, but every year I do an around the USA flight. I literally fly around the United States of America, the continental United States. And I'm thinking about maybe taking the Diamond 40 this time. That's what I'm thinking about doing to switch it up. The first time I did it 2 years ago, we took the 152 because that's what I was flying in real life with, not having my private. Then I got the private, and then I got familiarization flights on the 172. It's not much different, just a little heavier. The handle's a little
Hey,
different.
Mike, what happens with your training now with the COVID thing?
But think about taking the Diamond
So
40,
right now,
go across the country,
company has me listed as EM, which is their emergency
and we'll
cover, which is what they've been
see
doing
what we do on that.
That have caught it.
You know?
So I got a 14-day block where I am still going to get paid at least. And then what's going to happen most likely is they're going to send me home after I recover, and I'm just going to have to get cycled into another class down the road. So I'm already technically out of the class that I'm in.
That sucks.
What I finished, I'll be able to keep finished, so I don't have to start over. I'll just pick up where I left off, but I'm going to have to get cycled into a new class, and I don't know if that's going to be sometime in April, or I have no idea.
He's getting training in the
Have to wait
Embraer
and see.
175 for his airline, so.
Wait and see, boy.
Yeah, no. I haven't really had a whole lot of conversations with the company yet. I've only taken care of what I needed to take care of in terms of calling out sick, and then emailing the information to the chief pilot office and everything. But because it's the weekend, there's really nobody in the office, or at least the main guy is not in the office until tomorrow. So I imagine tomorrow I'll probably at least get a little bit more information. But for now, yeah, the union's staying. I'm going to get knocked out of this class, and I'm going to have to get cycled into another one down the road once I recover. And for now, I just have to quarantine in the hotel room.
That sucks. All right, we're definitely gonna miss that restricted
Thankfully, I have
airspace, which is good.
some of my classmates that I was with already. They're all still here, and I actually have one of my good friends that I've had for years and years and years from Long Island when I went to college is down here also, because he also works for my company, and he's like a week ahead of me in terms of training, but he's here, and so he actually went to the grocery store for me yesterday and dropped a bunch of stuff off. So at least I'm not exactly alone.
All right, about 30 minutes out from Chesapeake.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hello.
All right, so it's slowly growing here from the Retro USA Flying Club here. I'm flying into the Chesapeake region for a virtual brunch. And it's been pretty nice scenic scenery, if you will, down the Atlantic coast here from Atlantic City. And just really nice flying. Honestly, that's all it's really been. All right, we also have Norfolk Approach now, so we're gonna contact them as we get closer. The autopilot's turning on there. By the way, I never gave Otto any love, so thank you, Autopilot, your assistance today?
Automatic pilot. There it is.
I'll go back to the passengers.
So thank you to Otto for his assistance today and being able just to enjoy the scenes as we get here. But this must be wicked awesome in real life. To just have the Atlantic over there, Chesapeake Bay on that side, flying right down. That's got to be a pretty scenic area. You got some beaches on the left here. And let's check our fuel situation here. Yep, I'm gonna start transferring now. So that's what we do to transfer fuel over from the right to the left till it balances out. And the max differential can only be is 9 gallons. So, but this thing is sipping fuel. It's amazing the range of this thing, at least with the mod. I don't know how it is in the regular Microsoft Flight Simulator default settings because it wasn't realistic at all. But with the mod, I mean, this thing sips 6.5 gallons per hour of Jet A. So not too shabby. Keep an eye on the fuel quantity there as we transfer fuel over. Just want to level these out here. But we'll get a good look at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. And we'll turn it off. Well, give it a little bit more time. Turn it off right there. Alright, so that's how you transfer fuel from right to left to make it burn in this Diamond 40. An aircraft that I've really grown to like, honestly. And it's been pretty cool. But alright, Norfolk Approach. Probably should contact them pretty soon.
Hello, is anyone there?
No.
Indeed, we're not.
No, we're all hiding. 119.45, we'll get them ready. They're on VATSIM. And contact them as we get around the Class Charlie there for Norfolk. Because it's always good to do that in the real world so they can know what you're doing around there. But we're right outside Accomack County
And anyone
right
here?
now.
Still no one.
Nope.
You can't?
Maybe we're here?
I might be about 15 minutes late for the event.
As I already discussed, that just means you pick up the total
I'm probably
tab.
going to arrive at around 11:15. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Will people still be on the ground, or is everyone going to be there at 11?
Yeah, alright. So when we're about 20 nautical miles out,
Yeah, what time are you thinking?
we'll
Well, I might be there at around 11:15.
side of Norfolk International.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think ATC is going to hang out for a good hour or so after the 11 o'clock. I know Slant Alpha's there at Newport News, and he was planning on sticking around for quite a while too. So yeah, you should have
That's what the
plenty of
situation
options.
looks like. We're right outside. Here's the
All right, then.
Norfolk Approach. Again, you have
I'm actually over
Williamsburg
about, I'm
Tower
over
over there.
Wilmington, North Carolina.
So,
I'm flying from Orlando Executive to the event hall.
but yeah, it's picking up steam
Hey,
here.
Brand, make sure that Rob gets into the count, even though he's ATC. The ATC always counts.
Right down the coast here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful sights on this virtual brunch flight down to the Chesapeake area. This is the Chesapeake area.
Does look like it's going to be rather busy.
I mean, know, honestly, I don't have to contact approach. Again, it's just in the real world. It's a good thing to do, so they know that your intentions, what your intentions are around the class Charlie. And we're at 4,500. I did that so I could go over Norfolk International on a direct route.
Was that at the end, Chris?
So.
Oh, into an uncontrolled field at an aimed for time.
Yeah.
And I should talk to Norfolk.
But we're still about 60 nautical miles out from our destination. Excuse me. Probably contact approach.
All right, gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your morning. Take it easy.
Heal up.
Hey, buddy.
Get better.
Go get some rest. Thanks for checking in, man. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll see ya.
Cape Charles VOR is ahead of us too as well. And there we are. And probably right about where it says Starbase, that private airport there, airfield if you will. That's where we'll call Norfolk Approach. Just tell them what we're doing. That way they know. They're aware of our current goings on. Get a beautiful morning flight in the Atlantic Ocean here. And I actually, again, wanted to do a morning flight, especially on a Sunday like this for the longest time. Kids and stuff, just never got time, so we made it happen today though. Screenshot that. One trip I always told myself I wanted to do, kind of going this way, was Deer County Regional, which is in Roanoke, I believe, Virginia. Just go there for the historical aspect of being on Roanoke Island, exploring that. But that would be like a 6-hour flight from Plymouth, maybe even 7-hour. Which again, that's one way, so it wouldn't be feasible because it's like halfway to Florida. So it wouldn't be feasible as a rental, but I guess if you own your own aircraft and you save up some money,
Morning, crew.
it would
Morning.
Hey.
be doable.
Morning.
But see, even on the section, they say to contact approach within 20 nautical miles. And again, that's just to keep tabs on you, where you are. For a Class Charlie, you just need two-way communication. So if you're going to go in there and I make establish contact with them and they acknowledge it, I'm clear to do the Charlie, pretty much. So, oh man, you didn't have to do that. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I would just get better. But I appreciate that, so thank you. It's great having you here again, my friend. Jay Schmitty, right around your home. Oh, that's right. That's right. Are you the one that added the extra information for this event? Because the only way I'm familiar with this area is from those around the USA flights. I did that twice, 2 years in a row. And hopefully going to start that up in June again. Again, when I'm not teaching. Good morning, Jet Pilot Cinnamon. And I do hope you feel better, sir. But we are right outside where we're going to call Norfolk Approach. Just let them know where we are on our way to Chesapeake County. Is it Chesapeake County? Chesapeake Regional Airport. Kilo Charlie Papa. Kilo. And It's been quite an eventful morning. I'm still yawning, so I apologize. I overslept. We are going to do this thing from Plymouth all the way down. It's going to be epic and awesome, but we ended up going from Atlantic City, which was pretty good, too. All right, let's do this fuel transfer again. Leave that on there. Really nice sunshine. Morning sunshine here. It's 10:45 current time here. Real world time, real world weather with Rex Weather Force. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful day to fly. We got some VATSIM traffic off our right there. So I don't know who that is. I might take a guess and that it might be not Virtue USA Flying Club member. Or maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look. But we are starting to swarm around here, so which is cool. There's 13 arrivals so far for Chesapeake Regional. Sorry. Okay, let's check the fuel now. It's looking pretty good. Again, this thing sips Jet A fuel, 6.6 gallons per hour. So this whole flight would probably take about 10 gallons. It's about $60. Figured $6 a gallon for Jet A, maybe 7, maybe 70. Not more than 80. So it's pretty good, fuel-wise on this thing at least. All right, let's get an updated altimeter. Well, actually, I'll do that when I contact Norfolk. So, why don't we contact them now? Norfolk Approach, November 489er, Echo Foxtrot. Let's make sure it's, yep, okay. Because it has this bug sometimes where it does 119.455, and then you go push the transmit button, and it doesn't do anything. So. .45. It's there. Well, we'll call out to him pretty soon. See what happens. Norfolk Approach, November 489er, Echo Foxtrot. Okie dokie. $100 pancakes, you know. Maybe more like 80 if you were flying this for real, but then you have to figure in the maintenance fees and stuff like that. So, but we'll hopefully be doing that in real life around the Northeast here pretty soon once I get the vaccination. And 2 weeks after that, I will feel a little bit more secure about going places, although still being with the mask and everything. Norfolk Approach is not getting back to me. I know I'm on the right frequency. I know I'm transmitting. So let's wait a little longer. See what we can do. But the weather's definitely getting better out there.
Thanks.
So, well, there you go, Jet Pilot Cinnamon. Finally played your sound. Oh, you know, you can only do what you can do. I had to cancel my roll-off flight the other day because they were gusting up to 30 in some places for winds. And then the winds weren't going to die down until about when my flight time was supposed to be over. I booked it from 12 to 5. And it was still 28 knots gusting at 12. And then it died down to about 21, 20, which would have been right on my cusp for my liking. So it wasn't worth it. And I'm beyond just doing pattern practice and stuff, obviously. I want to go places and do things. So. But hopefully Bridgeport or New Haven. I think that's going to be my next cross-country real-world flights. So, hit the coast there. And then I do want to make it out to Long Island this vaccine's probably going to open up a lot more places because I won't feel as guilty about going places and then bringing something home to my family. Everyone in my family has been basically gotten the first vaccination, so, and I finish up next Friday, and then the CDC says to wait 2 weeks to have totally built up the antibodies. So, and even then, you know, you can hang out with your family and stuff that have been vaccinated, but they don't want you, you know, going out in public and just partying or anything like that. So, but been very skeptical because I had a high school acquaintance. We weren't like great friends or anything, but I knew him, and he actually passed away early in the whole epidemic and left a wife and kids. So, yeah. Well, it depends where you are. I know as a teacher, we're supposed to be out for 10 days, and about almost 30 teachers have gotten in my district. I've been working remote due to having a medical condition. So I've been working remote the whole school year, but I do plan on going back as soon as I'm done with the vaccines. That's what I was waiting for. And, but like I said, I wouldn't have made that decision if it wasn't for my old high school acquaintance there passing away and leaving a wife and 2 kids. I was just like, I can't do that, you know? I can't take that chance. And whether unlucky or lucky, I have a slight medical condition that would qualify me for being a high risk in case I got it. So that kind of what gave me a reason to do it. However, that medical reason has been getting better and better. So might not have that. That's the goal, honestly. That's why I exercise and stuff. But we'll have to see. So good news is, from what I'm reading, the medical should be fine in 2024 still. But I'm probably going to go basic med 2024. My doctor already said that things are looking good for that. He would do it. So, of course, I'm asking him like 4 years in advance, but still. Just for me, not making it a career, I don't need the 3rd class medical. And I really don't plan on flying to Canada. I mean, I would like to someday, but hopefully, in a couple of years, 2 changes will happen, hopefully. 1, the light sport category, the weight class will go up so that 152s, potentially even 172s will be known as light sports. They might only limit you to, like, to 1 passenger or whatever, but that wouldn't be terrible for the future. And 2, hopefully Canada accepts basic med, because Mexico does. However, I never want to fly in Mexico. And let me contact Norfolk Approach here one more time, see if we can get them. Norfolk Approach, November 489er Echo Foxtrot. Is anyone else on Norfolk Approach? Are they contacting you back? That was the Discord. But, oh, there's the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, I think. And I thought I had scenery for it. I think that is the scenery. Looks rather generic, though, doesn't it? Maybe not totally generic. That is the big bridge that goes above and under the Chesapeake Bay to get to the Virginia side there. And, I don't think that's generic, so. Comparing this to what I did and prepared last year in the Around the USA flights, this looks obviously a lot more realistic. We got some clouds up there. And Norfolk Approach is not answering me, so I'm just going to keep going then. And seeing that we have not established two-way communication, we will stay out of the class Charlie by staying at 4,500 feet. The ceiling is 4,000, so we should be fine either way. Let's get an updated altimeter setting, 127.15, and we'll switch back to Unicom after too. Actually, let me do that right now, 127.15. Just don't know why they wouldn't answer me back if they're on.
Norfolk Airport information, India 14000 Zulu. Flight 131 at 22. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 11. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter tree 0.18. runway 5.
Then we'll double check that with
Direction of flight.
Rex
All
Weather Force
aircraft
here.
read backhaul short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact.
3018 Norfolk. Yep. All right, cool. Back to VATSIM Unicom, seeing that.
Norfolk Airport information India 14000.
Oh, it's doing that bug again. Ugh. All right. For some reason, when I use the SciTech radio panel,
Norfolk Airport information India 14000.
it won't always do what it's supposed to do. So now it will work. It's really weird, but it does. You just have to know how to work around with it. Like I said, COVID's probably no joke. I have never taken it as a joke. And being a public school teacher has been kind of tough for teachers in general. But now they're starting to get them all vaccinated. And that is a good thing. Like, I literally went a week earlier than most teachers, only because my medical condition, I was high risk, so I was able to take it right away. And I went in there as soon as I could. And then a week later, they started having teachers do it. But Massachusetts kind of messed up the whole vaccination thing. Because at first, I signed up through the town that I work in. I was like, oh, I want to get in there as soon as I can. And at the last minute, the state pulled it away from local places. No, the state's going to control this. And then CVS and Walgreens, with their federal supply, started offering it to people like me and stuff. And then they offered it to teachers in general about a week later, without even Massachusetts approving it, because I guess the federal government wanted them. So now Massachusetts is basically saying to teachers, oh, you can come to the Mass state vaccination sites, but you have to sign up online and get a check-in time. But I don't know. It's, I'm not trying to fault anyone here, but it probably could have been run better in certain places. That's all I'm saying. All right. So listen, we're going to have to overfly the class Charlie. Chesapeake Regional, and get the ATIS set up for them. 123.675. And once I'm about, halfway through the class Charlie, or at least on top of it, we basically are right now. Yeah, well, it is what it is. But teachers have been complaining about not being vaccinated, and they've been sent into the school building with hundreds of kids. And like I said, about 30 teachers got COVID in my district. And of course, the school at first was sending the email saying it's not transmitted at school. It's not. And then as soon as they could verify for real that it was transmitted at school, you saw that go away. But they didn't make any mention that it was transmitted at school. So, kind of political too. All right, we're right over the Norfolk class Charlie. Norfolk is over there, International Airport. We're going on the other side of that. Let's go to Chesapeake Regional. I just had someone buzz me on Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer, so we'll see what's up with that. But Chesapeake Bay right here, Bay Bridge. Wonderful morning virtual brunch here. It's part of the Brunch USA flying club. Definitely way better than when I flew here around the USA flights unprepared before. We didn't really get Microsoft Flight Simulator going on until the flight from El Paso and on, because it was brand new then, in the middle of the flights. My around the USA flights from last June to November. But I think we're going to take the Diamond 40 this year. As far as a route, I haven't really planned that yet. I might do the same thing I did last year, where I go around the perimeter. I might go the other way and head from the northern part and then back down and around. That might be kind of cool. Do it in reverse. That might be what I do, actually. But when school lets out in June, I don't have to take courses this summer because this is the recertification year, so I'm all set on that. I just have to put in all the stuff. My principal has to get back to me on that. So I'll actually have a little bit more time to fly and not have to take a class this summer. But we'll see. Hopefully more time for real world flying too as well. So, because I've been held to like weekends only due to picking up the kids after school and stuff. Because I would usually try to sneak out after I got out of the school building, go right to Plymouth and fly for a couple hours. So, but the heavy flying's usually done on Saturdays or even Sundays. That just hasn't worked out for the past month due to weather and stuff. So, but all right, we are on our way. Newport News, Williamsburg is where Sled Alpha is, but again, I just want to kind of get to Chesapeake Regional here and get it done. So that's our goal for today. It seems to be loading scenery again, so I apologize for the jittery stuff here, but there's not much I can do. What I should have done is probably flown this on the simulator yesterday, had it cached, so it'd be a little bit better, but it is what it is. It should work, you know? Okay, vertical speed. We'll go down a little bit here. Where is it? There we go. Come on now. Right over Norfolk. Right there. Seems to be an aircraft landing there. No? Nope, that is an aircraft. Alright. Beautiful scenery. I want this to go down a little bit. Let's go vertical speed. A little laggy. I guess it wouldn't, even though I changed the pressure there, it wouldn't register on the autopilot. It's fine. Alright. So we're almost there. We're 6 minutes out. Let's get a weather report here. Runway 23, runway 5.
Kilo, automated weather observation, 1400 Zulu. Wind, tree 9er at 27. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 1 tree, C dew point. 1 tree, C altimeter, tree 015.
015, we're good there. Let's listen one more
I thought I
time.
muted myself.
Drop my stylus, but now I have it.
Kilo Charlie, Papa Kilo, automated weather observation, 1400 Zulu. Wind, tree 16 at 27. Visibility,
And I don't know if that's the real world weather, because Rex Weather Force usually messes up on this. So,
Has anybody landed over there at Chesapeake yet?
35031. Yeah, that's about right. 5 knots.
I'm about 14 minutes out.
Last guy in buys a beer.
Yeah.
Right pattern for
I'm
2-3.
about, darn it, because I'm about, let's say,
Left
20
pattern
minutes
for
out.
5. Alright, let's do runway 5. Runway 5. And we'll call it, we're still
I'm too
13
young to-
nautical miles out. I'm
Diet Pepsi then.
13 nautical miles out over here, so we're almost there. Turn on the power a little bit. And it's about 70%.
Diet Pepsi from the Dr. Pepper guy?
Maybe 65.
Yeah, I had a little Diet Pepsi this morning. I'm trying to shake it up, man. Keep it fresh.
God, I can't remember the last time I had a soda.
Red Bulls for everyone.
It's part of my whole trying to get rid of that medical thing. The holidays we cheated a little bit, but other than that, we've been
The approach
pretty
guy
good.
was saying that I'd be too high. I was smack dab on the glide slope.
Pretty hungry right now. I've been doing intermittent fasting for the past week, so I don't know how that's working for me. But riding on the bike's been pretty good. The e-bike, taking that around the neighborhood. You usually don't use the motor. Only on hills if I have to, because I usually have Maddie
Are you guys on
bike
Norfolk
trailer
Approach?
behind me. So, but you're hearing fellow
I'm on the
Virtual
ground
USA
now.
Flag Club members in the background. So, all right, runway 5. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn autopilot off. We're gonna go slightly to the west here, and we're gonna do a left 45 for runway 5. So.
Yeah, there's like 4 planes on the ground right now.
How many arrivals? Do you know how many total?
11 right now.
11? All right. Does that include the people on the ground?
This frame rate stinks. I wish
There's 4 on
it
the
picks
ground.
up.
So 7 more arrivals.
Okay, trim it up. Just keep it at 4,500 here.
I'm circling over the field at 11,000, waiting for vectors from air traffic control.
So you did get Norfolk Approach then?
Yeah, it looks like there's one just about to turn final.
Chesapeake Regional Traffic, Diamond 9er Echo Foxtrot, 10 miles to the northeast. We're going to be setting up a 45 for runway 5, Chesapeake Regional. Okay, we can probably start a slow descent pretty soon. I just want to be past Charlie here, so. Probably should have left. I should have probably said left 45 downwind.
What aircraft do you guys fly?
Baron 58.
Diamond 40. Next gen.
SR-22.
Turbo Bonanza running late.
Baron today, but it depends.
Seems to be a
It's a
shopping
booty.
mall down there. See, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool with the
here.
scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's still 70 miles
All
out
those
to the
little things
northeast.
that you would never really see unless you had satellite imagery, you know?
Just got everything reinstalled on my new computer late last night.
Sounds like it. How's it going there, though, with that new computer? That's Rob, by the way, everyone. Rob. Alright, so, again, I might as well show this to you. But, going a little bit to the west, I'm going to do a 45 down to runway 5 here. And that's what we're going to do for what we're doing. We're also going to start a descent pretty soon. I just, again, want to be out of the class Charlie, so I don't go through it, because I have not established communication with Norfolk Approach, even though I tried to. And they just never answered me back. So I probably should have text messaged them, but it's alright, because once I'm out of Charlie, it's all up to me. In real world, you don't have to, but it is good if you do, so that way they know what you're doing around the class Charlie. Keep a tab on you. But that might be our airport in the distance right out there with the aircraft going there. So, again, lots of people going to start coming in here. Hopefully this frame rate picks up, because, geez, it's pretty slow. It's loading stuff, that's all I know. So, knock on wood, the stream has not crashed, so I can't complain. Alrighty then. Start our descent pretty soon. Yeah, we can do it right about now. I'm gonna ease up on the yoke here. Kick it back a little bit on the power. Start a cruising descent down. Okay, trim up a little bit. I don't want it falling that hard.
I've always had trouble with the Baron's autopilot and altitude control.
You got the Carenado?
Yeah.
Evan, yeah. It's working pretty good for me. tell you, I buy all these aircraft, and I kind of like this one.
Yeah, it's basically,
down.
I tell it down, 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 and if I just tap it, it barely affects it, and if I hold it down while I'm descending at 2,000 feet per minute.
Alright, that is a real world flight, I believe, right up there. Coming at me, too, so we're gonna take a look at that still. But, Hampton Roads Executive Airport out there. And we will be going to Chesapeake Regional. We're almost outside the Class Charlie, and we're still above it anyways, so we're okay there. Just I wish the frame rate would pick up, because it kind of sucks right now. Yes, autopilot, I know. Man, there must be tons of scenery or something that is put it in here, because this motion blur is killing me. I hate it.
I'm actually flying in the Chesapeake in the fishing jet.
Okay, we're just about outside the Charlie here. Pattern altitude at Chesapeake Regional is about 1,000 feet. It's 19 MSL there. And boy, this stupid frame rate. Come on, killing me here. Chesapeake traffic, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, 6 miles to the north, setting up a left 45 downwind for runway 5, Chesapeake. Oh my god, it's so laggy. I'm so sorry, people. Oh. See if that helps at all. Don't think it will. Alright, we're outside the Class Charlie, which is nice to see. We're going to start turning towards Chesapeake a little bit more. We should be seeing it pretty soon. Yep, sorry about that. Got this little canal over here. There it is right there. Yep, hello. And hopefully this frame rate picks up a little bit, because that's pretty brutal right now. Chesapeake Regional right there. Okay, kick back on the power a lot so we can get down here. We don't deploy the takeoff flaps till we're on base, so. Yeah, we're extremely high right now, but again, we want to get out of that Class Charlie, so. Chesapeake Regional, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, 4 miles out in the 45, runway 5, Chesapeake. Okay, hopefully it's a little smoother as we get down here, but Oh my god, that's pretty brutal. Okay, throttle's out, so we can get down there a little quicker. Yeah, frame rate sucks. If I was made of money, I'd probably get a streaming dedicated computer, but that is not going to work or in the cards. Alright, 3,000 feet. We gotta get down there. Let's go. They're setting at a pretty good rate here. It's just we gotta get down. Boy, this is brutal. It's still working, so it's not freezing up. It's just low frames. Chesapeake traffic. Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot 3 miles out on the 45. Left downwind for runway 5. Chesapeake.
Getting interesting up there.
I'm getting a little bit winds over here at 6,000.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like 1,000 for the pattern, but I think we're going to be too high still. I'm trying to push it down a little bit, but...
Just about to enter Norfolk Approach.
Call 2 miles out. No, I'm using an app called Avere, which is free and for Android. And I use it in the real world as well. I don't fly enough real life to buy ForeFlight. That's the way I feel, at least. If that ever changed where I owned my own aircraft and stuff, then I would probably look into getting an iPad and ForeFlight. But as of now, I'm not a big Apple fan. I do not like Apple products. It's just me. And obviously, ForeFlight is the way to go if you're a professional pilot. But Avere is very good for what I do.
The home airport to somebody. Do we know who that is? I'm just curious because I live in the area too.
Okay.
I'm guessing it was Smitty, just because he's been one that sort of got with me and given me some of the different spots to go visit. So I don't remember exactly who they were, but that would be my guess.
No.
Chesapeake traffic's Diamond Echo Foxtrot 2 miles out on the 45 for runway 5. Chesapeake.
Okay, disregard everything I just said.
Pretty soon.
Fair enough.
Still a little high. Hopefully this frame rate picks up. Be nice.
There's some voices I just know who they are. His and Chris's I could pick out.
Yeah, we're still very high, but we'll make it work. Throttle's been out for a while too, so there's not much I can do. God, this frame rate is terrible. Sometimes I wonder if it's a Sim Connect thing still. I know they had problems with it when it first came out, but I'm still wondering if that is still a problem. See what that does. I just put Streamlabs on performance mode. I don't know if that's going to do anything for us. But we're turning downwind now. Hopefully not too sluggish for everyone else out there, but it's pretty sluggish right now. So you think with a 2080 that, you know, I'm not saying I'd get like 50 frames per second while streaming or anything like that, but you think that it would be not like this. Call downwind as soon as I get down there. This sucks. I hope no one's waiting for me down there because, dude, this freaking sucks. Okay, a little bit of power. Oh my god. Chesapeake traffic, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, left downwind, runway 5, Chesapeake. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, it could be the multiplayer. I guess I should turn that off from now on. I mean, I kind of want like people to have the option to fly with me when I stream, but we might have to do that from now on, because this is terrible. This happened to me on the Cannonball Run event back in December. It was like a 20-hour flight from JFK to LAX in a 172. And actually, we have someone landing there right now. But it did fine the whole flight. And then literally I got towards the Rockies and it just went and locked at this frame rate like it's doing now. So I'm hoping I just finish this flight and we'll call it a day. But I will have to, I guess on the next stream I won't have Microsoft multiplayer on, and we'll see if that works better, because it's pretty bad right now. I mean, I can't even look around the cockpit without it going nuts on me here. Yeah, maybe it is multiplayer. I don't know. Could be the multiplayer with VATSIM too. I mean, I don't know. But we'll take off Microsoft Flight Simulator traffic on the next stream and see if it works better. Because, I mean, I've got Streamlabs on performance mode. I've got everything kind of where it works perfectly. Usually I'm getting like 50 frames per second in a lot of places. And this is getting to be almost non-flyable, so I'm just going to try my best here. I can't even look left to see where I am, if I'm going to beam the numbers or not. Not yet. Alright, we're still on downwind. It's taking forever for me to get down there. About 1,500. Oh, crap. See, this is what I'm talking about. Well, make the best of it. Ugh. This is bad. And it could be multiplayer, because we are getting to the airport where a lot of people are. So. Alright. Let's get my V-speeds ready. I mean, my approach speeds and stuff. Alright. I don't think I can turn off multiplayer from here or anything. I'd have to go to the menu, and that would take me a while and blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe no, I couldn't. Only weather. That's right. Alright, we'll do our best. See what happens. Still descending, which is good, because we're way above the pattern here. Oh, I shouldn't say way above. We're about 400 feet above it. We'll try our best. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm slowing down right now. And I hope there's no one else behind me in the pattern. But I haven't heard anyone's radio calls at all either. So, not that you have to. But it kind of sucks to do a flight like this long and then all of a sudden, oh, man, can't really do much, you know? When I'm on the ground, one, we'll see what the frame rate's like, and two, we'll turn off multiplayer with the menu. If I can. We'll see what we're doing. Okay, turn more parallel here. Oh, this is murderous. Oh boy. So again, I apologize for the frame rate. There's not much I can do. There probably is the multiplayer or something. So. Oh, we'll try our best. See what happens, you know? We gotta finish it. Alright, yeah, try to get a visual here. That's a pretty brutal frame rate. Alright, we're not quite there yet. Okay, I'm also gonna swing out here a little bit. Oh! Come on, I trimmed down. Can't really tell because it's not like moving like real life, so. Oh, this is disheartening, but we will finish the flight. We're gonna make it happen. Let me see if I turn off Fly Live, if that does anything. Because that uses Sim Connect. No. So if you don't see the gold bar, that's why. We're basically here anyways. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna keep trimming, keep going down here. Pull the level down a little bit. Try our best to get to Chesapeake here. So sorry for the slowdown. Boy, that sucked. We were doing good the whole flight, too. Okay, I'm just gonna have to say to myself, oh, we'll wait a little longer. Usually I pick a visual to turn base on. So I'm thinking that field looks pretty good. So we'll take a left there. Try to turn this puppy around.
Is anyone on the voice frequency now?
On which frequency?
Oh, I'm by the way, I haven't landed yet. I'm holding.
Oh, this is terrible. God, stop.
You're fine, it's pretty open.
Stop, it's so jittery. It's so unbelievable. Just let me finish the event. Oh, sorry if this is non-watchable. I'm trying my best here. Come on now. Alright. We gotta get this thing.
What direction is the pattern for 5?
Left pattern for 5.
I'm scared I'm gonna mess someone else up as I call.
Yeah.
So, alright, I'm just gonna do it now. It's a flap extension, 110. Alright.
If I'd have just waited 3 seconds.
Chesapeake Regional Diamond Niner Echo
Steve, I think it's a right pattern
left
in there.
base, runway 5, Chesapeake.
No, I think it's left for runway 5 and right for 23.
I'm just being a smart aleck.
Oh.
Okay, takeoff flaps.
Steve knows how I roll.
Niner Echo Foxtrot is just crawling, I think.
I'm having frame rate issues right now, that's why.
He's having some lag issues, and I was watching the stream for a little bit.
Heavy lag, yeah, still. I'm just trying to get down there and finish this event, let's put it that way. Okay, let's go, flaps. Flaps. There we go. Oh, this is terrible. Ah! Now I'm looking backwards. It seems to get a little bit better, but not much. And this motion blur is killing me. Ah. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, if I don't move the view, and I just trust in myself, we might be able to do this. Yeah, I do, because I forgot to turn it off like an idiot. So, and I don't feel like turning it off in the middle of the pattern here, because I don't want to mess anyone else up. But we're just going to turn to 5 right now. I hate motion blur. And for some reason, it always defaults to a low motion blur no matter what I do. Whenever I start the sim, it defaults to a low motion blur. So. Okay, add some power. Takeoff flaps are down. See what I'm saying? Look, it's kind of kicking in now, but I'm just going to do the 180 now. I'm just going to turn final. Oh, it sucks. I don't even know why they put it on the sim, honestly. I don't even know why they put it on the sim. It's not needed. You do not need it. Yeah, let's turn final. Oh, boy. Well, at least we extended the downwind somewhat, which is what I planned to do. But it's not realistic at all. Okay, we want to be about 78 on the approach, so we're doing okay. I'm going to kick up the speed a little bit. There we go. Hey, for all that laggy stuff, I don't think I'm doing that bad, to be honest with you. And it seems to be giving me some frames again. So, alright, we're going to slow this thing down. Full flaps. Extension speed's 98. Full flaps. Verify that we've got full flaps going on here. See if it wants to do it. There you go. Oh, crap. Look forward. And we're definitely slowing down here. Chesapeake Regional, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, final for runway 5, Chesapeake. See, I spoke too soon because now the frames suck again. You know, and yet if I fly off stream, it's great. So I'm thinking it's a Sim Connect issue, but it could be multiplayer. Okay, still a little fast. Not very fast, just a little fast. Okay, more power. Right where we should be. Alright, a little bit better. That lag is not helping. Throttle out, I guess. A little bit of throttle back in. I'm trying to anticipate this whole lagginess here. It's not helping. Throttle out. Yeah. Oh, that was a terrible landing. Yeah, I'm bouncing this thing off the runway. I just couldn't get a flare because of the stupid lag. Yeah, that was terrible. But we made it, I guess, without crashing. Probably like killed a landing gear or so, but. Alright, got aerodynamic braking going on here. And brakes. Right, turning off the left here. Oh, I tried. At least I got it on the ground, you know? That's terrible lag. Alright, flaps up. Oh, stupid thing. Come on now. Alright, I gotta hit the brakes here. I can't see what the hell I'm doing because this thing is being that laggy. Brakes. I might be on the grass, I won't lie, because I have no clue because this thing's being that laggy. Yeah, I'm on the grass. Sorry about that, people. There's not much I can do and I can't see what the heck's going on. God, this is terrible. Well, trying to move it over. It's funny, he only does this once in a while, so I have no clue. Shouldn't happen at all, to be honest. I just want to get across the whole short line so this poor person behind me can take off. Chesapeake Regional, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, clearing runway 5, Chesapeake. God, that's terrible. It was beautiful until that lag started. Alright. Let me just get it. Let me get it up ahead of the apron, and I can turn the motion blur off and see if that was a major component of this too. I don't even want to look left or right to see if I'm clear. I just want to get over there. Oh, this is terrible. Well, it was a good flight, like I said, till we got to the Chesapeake regional area. This thing sucked. So, I don't know. I'm waving to see what the webcam does. The webcam's not that bad. It's just the sim. Go straight ahead. See if we can diagnose this in some way that we could further remedy this in the future. Come on now. Oh man. Boy, that's terrible. Alright, brakes. Alright, let's turn off motion blur as of now. I just hit escape, waiting for it to go to the menu, because it's that laggy. Maybe it won't go to the menu at all. Come on now. Ah. And yeah, we're about a good half hour late, all due to that stupid thing there. But even this is slowed down. So it's definitely the simulator. I don't think it's anything else but the simulator. And they should have a way to turn off multiplayer, right? Okay. Anyways, let's try to diagnose this now so I know what is going on. See, that is always on low, even if I save it. Off. It's that laggy where I can't even turn it off. Here we go. Okay. And I'll apply and save, but it never saves it when I reload the whole simulator. Alright, traffic, actually, it's right there. Okay. But look at this. Look how laggy this is. Traffic. Okay. I think this is just the AI traffic. This isn't the multiplayer. Oh, there it is. God, I never even knew there was a detail thing for traffic here. Multiplayer traffic. Let's see if it uses generic and optimized aircraft models. I didn't even know that was there, to be honest with you. Will that do something? That could do something, right? Let's resume and see what happens. I think it's still laggy. Come on. So yeah, this isn't the most exciting thing. If you're still watching me, I'm surprised because I'm figuring out what the heck's going on with this thing. Come on, let's go. Okay, we're gonna shut this down either way, so that didn't seem to do much either. Nope, that was from like 5 minutes ago. I got brakes on. I have it on idle.
Oh, nice little flight.
Don't know what's going on here. That was weird.
Hello.
Terrible. Parking brakes on, okay. Alright, well let's shut it down first.
I've got some food to
Power
make,
lever,
but, thanks for the
idle,
event.
brakes is required, transponder.
Hey, thanks for flying. That was
Thanks
a lot of fun.
Thanks. It's very fun. Thank you.
God, I'm starving.
People are still doing touch and goes.
Transponder will be off.
Food to make.
Stand by.
It'd be fun to do a couple of touch and goes.
I just landed in my
It's like
vision
watching
jet.
the paint peel off the walls. But hey, listen, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to figure this out. So that's why I say thank you so much for watching today. Sorry about the ending where my computer decided to just lag with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I do appreciate you coming out. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And hopefully we'll have better flights here where I won't have these problems. And have a wonderful day. We'll see ya. We'll probably be trying to raid somebody. So